just love fall. I love it because that's when Halloween and Thanksgiving are. And I love it because the days get chilly and I get to wear my favorite sweater. And I love it because the leaves turn bright colors and then the wind comes and blows them off the trees. In the fall, the leaves turn gold and red and orange and brown. Then the wind begins to blow and they come falling down. Summer, fall, winter, spring, let's play out of doors, I sing. For what fun the seasons bring, summer, fall, winter, and spring. One day last fall, I looked outside and there were so many leaves on the ground, I couldn't see the grass or the flowers or even the sidewalk. So I decided it was time to do something about it. First, I got a broom and went outside to sweep the walk. I took the broom and began to sweep, back and forth, back and forth. To help my work go faster, I sang a song about sweeping the walk. I'll sing it for you now, and you can pretend you're sweeping too. This is the way we sweep the walk, sweep the walk, sweep the walk. This is the way we sweep the walk on a cold and frosty morning. Just as I finished sweeping, my friend Laura came by. Cricket, is it time yet? She said. No, I said, not yet. So Laura went back to her house. Then I went to the garage and got the rake, and I began to rake the leaves on the ground. Reach with the rake and pull back. Reach with the rake and pull back. To help my work go faster, I sang a song about raking the yard. I'll sing it for you now, and you can pretend you're raking too. This is the way we rake the yard, rake the yard, rake the yard. This is the way we rake the yard on a cold and frosty morning. Just as I finished raking, my friend Jay came by. Cricket, is it time yet? He said. No, I said, not yet. So Jay went back to his house. Then I began to gather all the leaves into one big pile. I picked up a big armful of leaves and piled them up. Then I picked up another big armful and piled them up. To help my work go faster, I sang a song about piling up leaves. I'll sing it for you now, and you can pretend you're piling leaves too. This is the way we pile the leaves, pile the leaves, pile the leaves. This is the way we pile the leaves on a cold and frosty morning. I worked until I had a huge, crispy, crunchy, colorful pile of leaves. Then I went out to the sidewalk and shouted as loud as I could, "It's time now!" Then Laura and Jay and all the neighborhood kids came running out of their houses and down the sidewalk into my yard. And then we all jumped right into the middle of the big pile of leaves. I just love fall. Do we know how to have a terrific time or what? In the fall, the birds know that winter will be coming soon, so they fly south, where the weather stays warm. Here's a song about 5 little geese who flew south. You can pretend your fingers are the geese. Put 5 fingers up in the air, and when I sing "One flew south," you put one of your fingers down. Here we go. 5 little geese sitting on the shore. One flew south and then there were 4. Little geese, fall is here. Fly away, winter's near. When I said one flew south, did you put one of your fingers down? Now you should have 4 fingers in the air. 4 little geese sitting by a tree. One flew south and then there were 3. Little geese, fall is here. Fly away, winter's near. 3 little geese, what'll they do? One flew south and then there were 2. Little geese, fall is here. Fly away, winter's near. 2 little geese, having lots of fun. One flew south and then there was 1. Little geese, fall is here. Fly away, winter's near. 1 little goose, sitting in the sun. He flew south and then there were none. Little goose, fall is here. Fly away, winter's near. In the fall, when days are chilly, I like to play jump rope outdoors. I get warmed up real fast. Here's one of my favorite jump rope rhymes. Cinderella, dressed in yellow, out in the rain with no umbrella. What a mistake, she got an ache. How many doctors did it take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bluebells, cockle shells, E-V-I-V over. Mama's in the kitchen cooking rice. Kittens in the backyard catching mice. Baby's in the cradle, fast asleep. And here comes sister with the H-E-L-P. H stands for high rise, E stands for eyes closed, L stands for leapfrog, and P stands for hot peppers. Here's a game I like to play with a friend. We can play it right now. I'll say 1, then you say 1Q. Then I'll say 2, and you say 2Q. Then we'll keep going like that. Got it? Here we go. 1. Did you say 1Q? Now I say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're welcome. Is that silly or what? I know lots of silly jokes too. Here's one. It's a knock-knock joke, and it goes like this. Knock, knock. Now you say, who's there? Snow. Now you say, snow who? Snowbody home. Get it? I just love snow. Don't you? It's my favorite part of winter. Remember the song I taught you about the seasons? Well, why don't you sing it with me again? And I'll sing a special verse about winter. Here we go. Summer, fall, winter, spring, let's play out of doors, I sing. For what fun the seasons bring, summer, fall, winter, and spring. When the winter snow so white is laying on the ground, I find a hill that looks just right, and I go sledding down. Summer, fall, winter, spring, let's play out of doors, I sing. For what fun the seasons bring, summer, fall, winter, and spring. One of the things I like to do in winter is curl up in front of the fire and listen to a good story. I've got one for you now. Are you all comfy and cozy? Here goes. Once upon a time in a far-off land, a beautiful little princess was born. She was called Snow White because she had skin as white as snow and lips as red as a holly berry. As the years passed, Snow White grew into a beautiful little girl and then an even more beautiful young woman. One day, the news of Snow White's beauty reached the queen of the kingdom next door. Now, the one thing this queen wanted more than anything else was to be the fairest in the land. Every day she looked at herself in a magic mirror, and every day she asked it, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" And every day it answered, "You are, O queen." But one day when the queen asked her mirror, "Who is the fairest of them all?" what do you think it said? You guessed it, Snow White. Snow White, screamed the queen, and she was so angry that right that very minute she thought up a wicked plan. She'd invite Snow White for dinner, but would secretly give her the wrong directions to the palace. "That way," said the queen to her magic mirror, "Snow White will get lost forever in the forest. Then once again I shall be the fairest in the land." So Snow White followed the queen's directions and soon got hopelessly lost. As she searched and searched for her way out of the forest, it grew darker and darker. "I'll never get to the queen's palace in time for dinner," said Snow White. "And where will I ever sleep tonight?" Then all of a sudden, Snow White came upon a little cabin hidden in the woods. "Hello," she called, but no one was home. Well, by this time, Snow White was hungry and sleepy, so she went inside the cabin anyway. And picture this. There were 7 little chairs around a little table set with 7 little plates of food. Snow White was so hungry, she took a bite to eat from each of the 7 little plates. And after she'd eaten, she was so sleepy, she looked for a place to lie down. And picture this. In the bedroom, there were 7 little beds. Snow White lay down in each of the beds, but couldn't get comfortable in any of them. Finally, she lay down in the last little bed, and she was so tired she fell fast asleep. And just at that very moment, the 7 little dwarfs came home. "Someone has been eating from my plate," said the first little dwarf. and then so did all the rest. Someone has been sleeping in my bed, said the first little dwarf, and then so did all the rest. Except for the last little dwarf, who said, someone is sleeping in my bed. This woke Snow White up, and she said to the 7 little dwarfs, good evening, kind sirs. My name is Snow White. Please tell me the way to your queen's castle, for I am very late for dinner. When the dwarfs heard this, they all looked afraid. No, Snow White, you must not go there, they said. Our queen is a most wicked queen, and she will surely do you harm. But then what shall I do, said Snow White. Stay here with us for a while, said the dwarfs. When our work is all over, we will take you safely home. So Snow White stayed with the 7 little dwarfs and cooked and kept house. And every night when they came home from work, the dwarfs would tell her funny stories, and she would sing to them. And every morning when they went away, the dwarfs would warn her to beware of the wicked queen. And Snow White would say, don't worry, guys. In the meantime, now that Snow White was lost forever, the wicked queen didn't even bother to look in her magic mirror until one day she just couldn't help herself and said, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? And what do you think her mirror said? You guessed it, Snow White. Snow White, screamed the queen, but she is lost forever. Not anymore, said the magic mirror. Go into the forest and see for yourself. So the wicked queen decided to do just that. But first she disguised herself as an old lady, and then she prepared a magical apple. As soon as Snow White takes a bite of this apple, said the old lady, she will fall down into a deep sleep. Then once again, I shall be the fairest of them all. When the wicked queen came to the cabin in the woods, the 7 little dwarfs were away at work. So she knocked on the door and said, apples for sale, sweet red juicy apples for sale. Snow White looked out the window and saw a little old lady. But because the dwarfs had warned her, she knew it was probably the queen in disguise. So Snow White bought an apple from the queen, but only pretended to eat it, and only pretended to fall down in a deep sleep. Aha, said the queen, my apple has done its work. We'll see what the magic mirror has to say now. Then the queen went straight back to her palace, but didn't realize that Snow White was following her all the way. As soon as she got home, the queen said to her mirror, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? But before the mirror could answer, Snow White burst into the room. She threw the magical apple at the mirror and broke it into 1,000,000 pieces. Oh no, cried the wicked queen. Now I shall never know if I'm the fairest of them all. For without her magic mirror, the wicked queen had no magical powers left at all. Then the queen ran crying out of the palace and was never heard from again. Then the 7 dwarfs asked Snow White to be their queen, and she agreed. What a wise, kind, and beautiful queen she was, and she never needed a magic mirror to tell her she was the fairest of them all, because the 7 little dwarfs came to live with her in the palace, and they told her all the time. And did they live happily ever after, or what? You're the very most fun I've ever found, and you're my friend. You're especially nice to be around, and you're my friend. I'm so happy I've got a pal to tell my feelings to. No one else means more to me than you. I'll tell you stories and I'll make you laugh, 'cause you're my friend. When we share, you can always have the biggest half, 'cause you're my friend. Some folks think I act like a nut. I just want to say, are you great or what? What a playmate you've been. Thanks for being my friend. You can turn my tape over now, or make up some outdoor games of your own. You know, I'm so glad you're my friend. And whatever you do, just remember, I'll be talking to ya.